Hello, Sudoku friends, and welcome to the March 15th edition of the New York Times Hard Sudoku. Before I forget it, I'm leaving on a short trip to the Highlands tomorrow morning, so the next 3 mornings I will not be able to upload any New York Times Sudokus. The Sudokus that you will see have already been recorded and stored on YouTube, and they will be released as usual every morning at 6 a.m. Hanoi time. So that out of the way, we'll see what this puzzle has in store for us. Immediately I can see the 8 and the 9 blocking here, so these must be 8 and 9, and therefore this cannot be a 3 due to the 3 here. So the 3 will go here, and the last digit that we need for this square is a 7. A couple of 7s must go down here. We got a 1, 4, 5, 6 to place here. Let's see. 4, 6. I thought I could do something clever, but I need some more digits, I think. No, hang on. There's a 4 here, and there's a 4 here, and there's a 4 here, making this a 4. So now 1, 5, and a 6 for these squares. And that will have to wait a moment, I think. But one of these is a 4 now. I can see that. I can also see the 3 blocking over here and the 3 blocking up, making this a 3. Any other quick digits? Well, one of these must be a 4 because this 4 blocks up here. So a 4 must go here or here. We got 2 3s now blocking these squares here, and we got 3 3s here and here blocking these 6 squares. So this square must be 3. For the top row, we now need a 2, 6, 8, and 9. That would also have to wait. Yes. Oh, by the way, I'm just noticing that these two nines, so these two squares must be a 4 and a 9, and that makes these 5, 6, and 8. So if these are 5, 6, and 8, we got a couple of 7s here. What else is missing? Well, for one thing, we know that the 6 must go here, because the 6 must be among these 3 squares here, and so it can't go here. And the 6 prevents a 6 from going here, so this is a 6. The other 2 digits must be a 5 and an 8. We got a 5 across here, so this is the 8 and this is a 5. And this 8 sorts out these 2 squares. This is now a 9 and this is an 8. So we are slowly filling digits into the squares here. Can we do something with the 2s and the, well, not really. Let's look at these 4 squares. They have to be a 1, 2, 3, and a 7. 2, 3, 7. Yes, so this is the 1. And now we have 2, 3, and a 7 for these squares here. This 3 blocks down here, so the 3 must go here, and these are now 2 and 7. And that means that a 2 must go in one of these 2 squares. This square, of course, has got to be a 5. And now we have a 4 and a 5 and a 4 and a 5 occupying columns 5 and 6. We need a 4 and a 5 also for column 4. The only 2 squares available are these. So these have to be a 4 and a 5 pair. And that leaves the question of what to do with a 3, because it can't go here, 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 here now. And this 3 blocks this square. So we are fortunate that there is one empty square left, and that is exactly where the 3 needs to go. Now 2, 6, and a 7 for these squares here. The 6 blocks here, the 6 blocks here, making this a 6. One of these up here now must be a 6. And we are back to the 2 and 7. Can we do something with these 3 squares here? I wonder. They need to be a 2, 8, and a 6. No, I don't think so. 6 blocks up, 6. No, a 6 could go up here. Until proven otherwise, a 5 must go here or here. And that means that a 5 will have to go either here or here because all other squares are occupied or blocked by 5s in this row here. There seems to be a lot of 5s and 7s in this grid.
Interesting. Interesting.
5 and 7 here and 5 and 7 here. So we are limiting the 5s and the 7s. There's a 5 blocking over here as well. So one of these is a 5. So we got a 5 here and here, and we got a 5 here and here. So this being a 2, 7, what else is missing from this column? A 1, 3, and 3, the magic word. So a 3 blocks over, a 3 blocks over, a couple of 3s blocking down and up, making this a 3. 1, 2, 7, 9, 1, 9. So this is a 2, 7. 1 therefore must go here or here. Well, actually, both of these squares can be 1s. And the 9 is also unknown, except that it needs to go in one of these 3 cells here. I'll have to look elsewhere.
You look elsewhere!
But frankly, it's been obvious for a while now that a 7 must go here. And it's been obvious because this square can't be a 7. None of these squares here can be a 7. And therefore this must be a 7. And therefore this must be a 7. Oh well. And we know that this was supposed to be a 2, 7. So now it's a 2. And this is a 7. And this is a 2. These are now 1s and 9s, and there is a 1 bearing down from up here. So this is the 9, and this is our 1. The 9 blocks up here, making this a 9. This last square is a 9. And these were 4 and 9, right? So now this is a 4, and this is a 9. 4 and 5 here, these therefore must be a 2 and a 6. The 2 blocks over, so the 6 goes here and the 2 here. Remember how we said that one of these squares must be a 2? We know that the other one must be a 6 because both 2 and 6's block this square, which therefore must be an 8. 2 8s blocking these 6 squares and 1 8 blocking these 3 squares puts an 8 firmly in the corner cell like so. Now we need to find a 2 and a 6 for these squares here. There's a 2 blocking up here, so the 6 must go here and the 2 here. Now that we have a 2 here or here, and we have these 2's here, we have a 2 here or here. So what do we do about a 2 in the center row? A 2 can't go here because it's occupied by a 4 or a 5. Therefore, it must go here. These 2 squares now must be a 1, which can't go here because of this 1. And it must be an 8. 8 blocking down, 8 blocking over, 8 goes here. These 2 squares must be a 1 and a 4. And that leaves only 1 digit to find, and that should be possible. It's a 5, and it goes here. And that gives me a 5 here and a 4 here. One of these must be a 4 now, and the other digit must be a 1. We got a 1 blocking here, so the 4 must go here and the 1 here. We still can't do anything about the 5s, and I don't know where to put the 4 in. We need to find a 1 also. So I think the solution is to start looking at this column here and see what is missing. Missing is a 4, 5, 7, 8. So this is a 4, 7, 7, 8. This is a 4, 5. 4, 5, 8 blocking. So this is a 7. And that puts a 7 in this cell here. Let's have another look at these three remaining squares. Now they just need to be a 4, 5, and an 8. There's a 5 and an 8 here, so this has got to be the 4. There's an 8 here, so this has got to be the 5, making this a 5, by the way. And this must be an 8. This was a 2, 6, and this is a 2, 6. This is a 2, 6, and this is definitely not going to be a 2 or a 6. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a 6, but yes, of course it is, because we have a 6 blocking here. So yes, it is a 6. Oh dear.
So, did you enjoy that?
Subscribe.
6 goes here, 2 goes here, and this therefore must be a 9. Making a 9 out of this square. This is now a 1 and a 6. 6 blocks over. So this is a 1, this is a 6, this is a 1, and this is a 4. That was pretty quick today. I thought the puzzle was interesting
Interesting.
because it had a few steps that weren't obvious, at least not to me immediately, but we managed, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.